last time any of you seniors are going to have a solo. I want to make y'all cry. The goal is to make y'all cry. Yeah. Yes. So before every song, one of us have to give each senior a speech, and then the senior speaks a speech, and then they have to sing their song crying. And not a single person is surprised that I'm up here speaking for Lee. So get ready to cry, because I refuse to be the only one up here doing so today. And this is a long speech. Let's start with some memories. Lee, you've had such a large impact on my time here since the beginning, not only inspiring me to join things, but also drop things that you've done. You are the first fellow that I ever got to meet here in fundamentals of music class that I dropped because rehearsal house is the worst building on this campus, and I was not running up that hill to win ensemble twice a week, so I was shocked that you managed to do so. I remember hearing your name and thought it was silly and awesome that it rhymed all the way through during introductions. I stayed in wind and percussion ensemble because of you, and then eventually dropped them too because if you weren't in them, I don't know how I would have gotten through as many rehearsals as I did. You helped me figure out rhythms to whatever pompous piece Dr. A chose for the rep that semester that wasn't considerate of anyone in the percussion section. Whenever someone was doing too much or Dr. A was spouting nonsense or something sounded odd, we'd catch each other's eye across the room in silent agreement. What the fuck? When we had downtime, we'd always be cracking up about something dumb, like your voice impressions of Kermit the Frog, or some random dance we improv in the middle or after rehearsal. You're also part of the reason why I joined Bird Prod, obligatory shout out Bird Prod. Shout out Dylan. I remember being in Red Doors with some friends and seeing you appear from nowhere from the big closet door in the old Red Door, rolling out the RGBA case to set up some event. I don't know what event. I got really curious about it, and when Griffin told me to show up to the Bird Prod Expo, I got to play around with the wolf mix that you showed me how to use and bust for the fellas. After I joined, I always enjoyed being on shift with you. Too bad you dropped that too. I still remember one of our last shifts together was a final concert where you had to explain the Kendrick versus Drake beef while playing Euphoria on the speakers before the concert started. You were very passionate about the controversy, and it was really funny to hear it in the most echoey spot in the CA where we both were probably very tired. Though you dropped Brick Prod, you couldn't get rid of me once I joined the fellas. This is surely the start of the era where I became the little guy that follows you and Kuiper around and lives to bother you like I'm your child. We always dilly-dally during rehearsals, like chasing each other around after you tapped me, or me trying to steal your hat. The amount of times we've had to write out the list of a certain topic that I cannot say in our times embarrassing high, including today. And I'll try my best to pass on the tradition. Also, Griffin was right at gas. The T1s will take a hit when you and Kuiper leave. I have no clue who will carry our section through the high notes after today, because it won't be me. No, it won't. No, it can be Bobby. Yeah, Bobby T1 era. Bobby T1 era. You made me cry spot. Even out of rehearsals, we can't lock in, as we just witnessed. Like that one cabaret where we danced to whoever was singing. I'm thinking specifically about when Kuiper sang Michelle and we waltzed in arguably the most cramped and dark spot in Red Doors. We would also start jokes before sing-outs and had to try to keep it down so we don't disrupt everyone else trying to sing. I won't forget the multiple times you hurled me because you were doing the aggressive handshake bit. Know that I will catch on to every bit you make, especially because you always catch on to mine, even if they're bad. I knew I always had a welcome place to go in your house. You never failed to make me feel included in any situation you were in. You've always been open to giving me things like food, bevs, and whatever I needed in the moment. Perhaps you'd be open to giving me Lucci as a parting gift. No, I knew you wouldn't, so that's why I had to steal him. I loved every time I would come over and just hang with you, Kuiper, to talk shit, play games, or throw hats at each other like a twin toss. Even in D&D, we were family. Maybe we get to play Tilly and Tara and Kuiper's multi-shot again soon. I wish I could have come over more often, but everyone in the multiple bad ideas with you, like when you, me, and Kuiper went to Applebee's for the first time and we chugged our basically full shark bowls down, not remembering that they were slushies, so we got insane brain freezes before we had to leave. I loved every car ride to Wawa, and you put me on peak every now and then there. The most sacred one to me was one where you were mad at your car radio being broken, and by the end of the ride, you and Kuiper were singing a calm song together. It felt like the end of a long car ride home and made it truly sink in that you guys were going to graduate. All that reminiscing is to say, Lee, you are truly a fascinating character. You're allergic to life, but you make the most of it anyway. You always made a tiring and boring environment into a fun one. Regardless whether one of us or both of us were tired, you dress like if tomboy was a gender, which is a compliment because your style is fire. I haven't forgotten when Melina Breland asked me to ask you where you got your giant lemon pepper steppers. You are a talented person in so many fields like music and theater, being a vocalist, a percussionist, an actor, a set designer, and a technician. You are very hardworking, as I've never seen a semester where you haven't been doing something big, especially this semester when you sacrificed your wrists to paint and design the set for 12th night, which you killed, by the way. Though you're busy, you always find time to chill out and enjoy the good things life has to offer with the people you love. There's so much more I could say about you, Lee, but I only have so much time for the speech/letter that you will be getting later. So let's start wrapping up. I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your life here. I'll miss your hugs, your jokes, your kindness, your presence, your silliness, your fits, your cat, and just all of you in general. I still can't believe you will be leaving. Where'd all the time go for real? You will come and visit. I know you will, and I will force you to. Here's your call to. I will always pick up. On behalf of all of the fellows, I wish you only the best and all the pleasure when you leave us. You'll be a pretty good adult. Everyone always says this, but I've actually never known a Muhlenberg without you. And I'm very scared and sad that I will next year. Muhlenberg loves to promote the welcome home agenda, and while I usually think it's the obligatory happy campus community propaganda they're required to do, you especially made me actually feel what it represents. You make me believe in found family. You are someone who makes this place feel like home. You are my friend, my family, my father, my original fellow short L name, and I couldn't have asked for a better first fellow to meet. You've given me so much advice and care that I hope I've paid back to you and will pay forward to those who I care about. You helped shape me into the person I am today, and through just being authentically you, I only wish to be even half the amazing, talented, goofy, genuine, and kind person you are. You are my home, Lee. I love you, I'll miss you, and to quote you, party hard.
The people in this group have changed my life in ways that I could not have even imagined. The amount of love and community and just genuine friendship I have received from this group over the past few years is something I will forever be grateful for. I guess to talk a little bit about the song I chose, it's a song that I've listened to since I was in high school, and when I was looking for my senior song, just trying to figure out what I was going to do for it, this song was always on the list, and I went back and forth trying to figure out if that's what I really wanted to end my time here with. semester, I decided it's, in my eyes, the perfect way to encapsulate the experience I've had here and the idea that time really does fly when you're having fun. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoy. There's nothing to keep you from falling in love. It starts at the bottom, it comes from above. Like pieces of a puzzle, like a hand in a glove. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she